Hey there, I see you. Welcome to Thursday, people. And a huge welcome to my Thrival tribe that's waiting for you. If you haven't met me before, my name is Lexi Tommy, and this is my Thrival Guide. Every Thursday, I sit down and I talk about how to get your life together. I promise, you're gonna be just fine. You're gonna love it. It's like a fun little channel on adulting. We cover topics and themes that create structure and ease to anyone's day, while bringing engagement and reducing pressure, bringing forth mental wellness and clarity. And don't forget the connection with others and a sense of community. That's what this whole channel is all about. I hope this channel inspires, connects, and encourages you, no matter what walk of life or what age you are. I hope you are good and strong today and getting stronger and more self-confident with each day. Which really brings us to today and today's topic. Have you checked in lately with you? I hope this video will encourage you to do just that. Checking in with yourself has huge benefits. Being kinder to yourself can help you be more patient and focused on your tasks. You can go through the world more confident and ready to tackle any challenge. We all have them, so let's talk about them. Last week we talked about identifying, setting, and working through your goals. That was a big one. That was a big one. But so is today. If you did not have a chance to see that video, I will link it down below. And in this first series of videos, it's a literal overview of what this whole channel is all about before we dive deep into the independent series. It will get you on the right foot and build you up step by step, idea by idea. Today is March 18th and we are discussing, what do you think about you? We will talk about finding yourself in all of this so that you can find motivation, inspiration, and tools that will help you feel more productive, more successful, more confident, and worthy. We spend so much time caring for other people that we forget to care for ourselves. Now, I don't mean the pedicure or the manicure, the massage type care. Those things are all nice, don't get me wrong, but that's not what I'm chatting about today. I am talking about the negative internal dialogue that you have with yourself that either lowers you down or holds you in one spot. But before we hit that list, I want you to engage a little. Comment below on how you remind yourself of your own worth. Everyone is worthy. Everyone has a future laid out in front of them. Sometimes the roadblock is taking that first step. If you are not subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button below. It's that red little subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds. Just pop it in there. You got it? Okay, great. It really helps me produce content and ensure that I'm here for you week after week. So in this video, we are prepping our mind, we are prepping our thought process, we are maybe prepping our spirit for a journey, for a structure, for a change, and for whatever you are needing in your life right now. And when you forget, I want you to save this video on your own playlist so you can remind yourself over and over again to check in with you. So I need you to identify, I need you to check in with, what do you think about you? I want you to inquire about you and what's important to you. Now, don't click off. This is not going religious. This is not a bunch of hippie magic. This is just an exercise you're trying. I want you to demand the acknowledgement of who you actually are. In a world with societal pressures and markers where we are supposed to be here, where's here? And how do we know if we get there? I want you to be able to satisfy yourself and where you are going and want to be. So I want you to put down the bag of the negative past and I want you to pick up the bag of the great parts of you. Identify that, focus on that. Write down a list of skills that you have, qualities you like about yourself, qualities other people like about you, and special things that you connect to. Write it all down in black and white. And if you're smart, you'll tuck it away in a special spot. You'll take a picture of it on your phone so that you can check in with it again and again when you're feeling low, you're feeling disheartened. It's standing there to remind you where you're going and why you're going there. I am a good person. I care about others and I care about myself. I am thoughtful, I am encouraging, and I reach out. I have an endless love for my children, so on and so forth. Write it all down, and after you have it down, read it over minimum 2 times with purpose. You are checking in with you. Next on that checklist, changing how you talk to yourself. Your internal dialogue. What you say to yourself matters more than anyone could ever say to you. The hurtful or negative comments that you say to yourself will affect every relationship. It'll affect your self-confidence. It'll affect your drive and your motivation to continue to succeed in life. Everything will come back to what you tell yourself. Now, everything is a process. This is not something anyone is perfect at. And you will clearly go through the stages where you experience some trauma, where you experience something that's extra difficult or brings you low, something you're not confident in that shakes you a bit, and you'll go back to that place again. That's where you grab that list and you review it. These are the things I'm good at. Here are the strengths I can get myself out of this situation. Here are my positives that I have to remember and hold dearly to while I'm working my way through this situation. But in general, I want you to talk to yourself in the positive. This is your armor. Have the knowledge and confidence in the person that you are and what you have to offer. As both of these categories will directly affect exactly where you end up. I have a friend that's in a very negative, very taker relationship that's toxic with another friend. The friend takes and takes. They throw temper tantrums and guilt trips if they don't get their way. She's friends with a toxic relationship. Haven't we all had those? And the reason she hasn't been able to directly affect change in that relationship or address the behavioral concerns is because the behaviors of someone else, they're producing and feeding off of her own self-doubt. The messaging that she's left saying to herself is, I'm a bad friend if I don't respond. I'm a bad friend if I don't do it. I'm being selfish. What will she think of me? I don't like saying no. She's stuck. Is she stuck because of her friend's energy and the negativity of that? Or is she stuck because of her own energy and how it responds to it? In the situations I've dealt with, it's your own energy that guides you through, that leads the way, that gets you around that situation. This is so common, people. You know, the way that you're going to react and the way that you're going to respond to this relationship has many factors. It has to do with the relationship that you have, the years you've invested in it, if they are biologically connected to you, or if they've been connected to you since childhood. The factors are endless, but one thing remains the same. We are in charge of our own self-worth and our thoughts and reactions. And it all largely involves our inner voice and the negative information or talk that may be contributing to it. So, this person wants you to drop everything to come and meet up with them today, to meet their own needs. If your self-talk changes from, I don't like saying no. I feel guilty, blah, blah, blah. 2, I'm allowed to have my own plans. It's okay for me to set another time to see this individual. I do not need this person's approval to feel good and whole in my life. I am not selfish for having my own needs that do not directly align with hers. It doesn't make me a bad person, and I can continue to do what I actually need to do, and everything is still gonna be okay. Now, conversely, if that was your self-talk, how does that change the situation? Would your reaction be simple and different? What if you sent a simple text saying, I'm off for coffee with Sandra. Let's get together another time. Simple. It's okay, right? Your friend may be a little stunned at first, but you know what? I guarantee you it's not going to be the most dramatic or devastating news of her whole life. Now, I want you to think to yourself about what your most negative messages are when you are talking to you. And yes, I want you to write those messages down too. I want the I'm fat, the I'm uglies, the I'm stupid, the I'm full of anxiety, I can't, I'm stuck. I want all of them. I want you to write them all down, big and small, because guess what? These messages, they're your investments. Your investments are in these puppies right here. Now, when I say it like that, is it worth it? Is that what we're investing in? And these messages may be the exact reason you are ever stuck. Everyone has them. Everyone deals with them. No one gets rid of them entirely. But you get to be the person that chooses to keep them. Even starting this channel, I fought through, what if no one likes it? I mean, come on. Got a mom and dad. They have to like it, right? I'm their kid. My husband, he's got to at least pretend to like it. Then I thought about, well, geez, I don't know how to start it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know about this computer stuff. Girl, figure it out. You can get it going. But moreover, I have been in the field for 16 years. I know what I'm talking about. I have the content. I know how to coach and help people. And I know this information that I'm sharing with you today, last week, the week before, and in the future. It has value and it's gonna really help someone. So we push forward. So take a second, I don't mind, pause the video, go and get a piece of paper and a pen. It's exercise time. We're gonna work through this step by step. Are you back? Do you have that hunk of cereal box again? Like, have you used the whole box yet? Now, the internal dialogue. Ideally, it's gonna be positive. It has to have love for yourself and fairness in it. There can be a healthy dose of reality too, but be fair to yourself, be proactive with your words, and encouraging. I want you to write sticky note reminders. Now, if you have that hunk of cereal box again, it's okay. You can transfer this onto sticky notes, but get some sticky notes or some little pieces of paper you can tape to the wall or the mirror or wherever you will see it every morning as you get ready. If somebody asks you about them, don't be embarrassed. Tell them you're combating negativity. They won't want to say anything about it. They don't want to be what? The negative one? It's perfect. So, for each one of your negative talk comments, I want you to write down on the sticky note the positive and opposite form. So, for example, I am fat. You're maybe feeling guilty, you maybe fell off the wagon in terms of the fitness routine or the diet that you were on. Instead, send yourself positive messaging instead of restricting yourself further. You're gonna get way more accomplished in the end. I'm ugly. That just maybe I have beautiful eyes and I get compliments about them all the time. You see how I changed that? You're focusing on a positive, you're focusing on what your good features are, how you're strong in life, how you're encouraging yourself to continue to go forward and not always filling it with bad messaging and self-doubt. Now this can go for behaviors too. So for example, instead of thinking, I'm always late, you could think of it as, I tried to fit in as much as possible and did whatever I could before I left for the day. It doesn't mean that you're not late. You still might have to work on that. But you're not beating yourself up for being it. Do this for all of them. Fake it till you make it. Post them up somewhere where you can see them and read them continuously. If you have so many that you need to make wallpaper out of it, do that too, but make it in a rainbow for me. Do this well because your internal dialogue, it matters. Here is an overview of some helpful hints to get you on your way. 1. Check in with yourself. Care about that first. 2. Identify the good parts and focus on that. 3. Change how you talk to yourself to incorporate happiness and positivity. Meet those goals that you want in your life. Your internal dialogue. Number 4, identify those negative thoughts. Be conscious of what you say to yourself. Say it out loud. Be that weirdo in the elevator that's talking to themselves. It's okay. I'll still be your friend. There'll be maybe like 1 or 2 others on this channel that will understand. I completely support you. Number 6, are you in a difficult situation? If your best friend was in the same boat, what would you say to them? Are the words that you're saying to yourself able to pass the good friend test? And if not, what could you say to yourself instead? Lastly, remind yourself of the better, more positive messages all the time. Keep that correction coming. Whenever you hit one of those trigger messages, remember the positive replacement for it. If you've been watching all the videos of this series, you know that we are talking about how to get your life together. And the discussion about your internal dialogue and how you talk to yourself is the most important part of it all. Now I have fallen off the wagon, and everyone I know has fallen off the wagon, and the trip and the fall downwards was almost always based in someone being overwhelmed and exhausted for a second. They let that feeling and that exhaustion overtake them, and as a result, they fell. We replayed, I'm too tired, I'm too exhausted, I can't do it right now. Stop. Take a breath. Look at the actual task. Can you make it work? Can you delegate it? Can you make a time to deal with it later? Take a breath and restart. Did it make a difference? Because 9 times out of 10, that's all it takes. I remember hearing one time, talk to yourself with love. Talk to yourself like you are a person you love. Be your own best friend. Be your own champion. Now I know this video was a little bit deep. Now it may be new, it may be uncomfortable, it may actually be something that you're looking into and trying anyways. Whatever it is, wherever you're coming from, I want you to look at it. I want you thinking about it. I want you to be coming from a place where you can acknowledge yourself, you can engage yourself, re-support yourself if you're falling without the outside influence or negativity and perception of another. The confidence you are going to give yourself from this one little task. It will help you build, it'll help you grow, it'll help your health and your mental awareness. It'll help your goals, and it will help everyone around you. I support you, and I love the changes that you're considering making. And if you fall down, it's okay. No, it's normal. That's typical. People are going to do that. Even the best people do that. Point is, step back up and get at it again. And if no one has told you yet today, good for you. You watched this video to the end, you invested in yourself and your learning, you're checking in, and I'm proud of you. They say it takes a village, so we're doing this thing. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button below. Subscribe, and comment on how you are doing, what you got out of this video, what you are looking to invest in you. I want to thank you for popping in, having a little chat with me today. I want to welcome you to my Thriver's Guide. We'll see you soon.